and it doesn't take long for the character to get established on TV. So what was the creative process like sort of back then, and how's that changed over the years?
Well, the only thing that's really changed is that, you were more free back then. It was your responsibility, and from what I understand, because I don't know, I'm not up there anymore. But now, I mean, a lot of what they do is very scripted, especially the promos and things like that. And back then, it was 100% your responsibility. I've spoken about this before, and it's partly my responsibility because I didn't ask questions, but at the same time, they never really communicated. They never communicated to me anything. And when I mean anything prior to me arriving at TV. Like, I never knew what I was going to do at TV until I showed up that day. Never, the entire time I was there. And I wouldn't hear until sometime that afternoon, oh, you're doing this tonight. I can clearly remember when we did the Pierre thing with the deer head and all that, which, I just went out San Diego one time, and they had a swap meet out there around the arena, the parking lot. I bought the deer head, and started, doing some vignettes with it, and, it just took off. And, the next thing it becomes a whole thing. And I show up in Orlando after Bob Holly had destroyed it, and Russo walks up and goes, "Hey, you're going to have to do a eulogy for the deer head." And I'm like, "What?"
Yeah, I remember this.
He's like, so, I'm out there on live TV for probably I think I did the eulogy for probably 8-9 minutes or something, and when you think about it, how much 30 seconds of television time costs, they're giving me 8 or 9 minutes to do a eulogy for a deer head. That's a lot of money, and no phone call, no heads up, no, hey, just giving you the last minute. I would walk in. I remember I was doing Tough Enough in LA, and they called me like the Friday before, "Hey, we need you in Atlanta. You're going to, you got to host Sunday Night Heat, and then you're working with Christian for the Intercontinental title in the opening match." I go, "What?" Yeah. So literally, I get that call Friday night, so that Saturday night I fly in Sunday morning, go right to the building. I've got my tights on underneath my clothes when I'm doing commentary for Heat. I run to the back, pull them off, throw on my boots, and walk right out and do the first match on the pay-per-view in Atlanta.
Shit.
So,
Oh, God.
and nobody would ever call me. Nobody would ever speak to me. They just stick you in there. Nowadays, I guess they really go through a lot and produce a lot I think they overproduce it. Really.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think they really overproduce it, but that's a lack of confidence in, the talent, and the talent knowing what they need to do and being able to pull it off. But unfortunately for the audience, it doesn't allow for a talent to really be who they really are and connect with the audience in a way that the talent back in the day used to.
Just too much red tape these days. It just seems like someone's got an idea. By the time it gets through the 8 levels that it needs to get through before it gets the final say, it's already been changed a million times.
Well, that's why it's better to ask for forgiveness than it is to ask for permission.